If you're still using a stock Mayflash Arcade Stick from 2009, you're seriously missing out. Today, I'm upgrading mine with Qanba Gravity KT buttons, some of the most smoothest and quietest arcade buttons you can get right now. But here's the real question. Will this upgrade actually make a difference, or is it just hype? In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to install them, how they feel, and whether this old school arcade stick can compete with modern setup. Let's bring this thing back to life. Let's take a look at the measurements of the buttons. We need to be careful since this button utilizes a 0.11-inch female quick disconnect spade terminal. Other buttons can use a 0.25-inch. We will need to also take into consideration the measurements at the bottom of the buttons, for instance 28.9mm or 1.14 inch, as we need to make sure this will fit properly in our current plastic. From the top, you have just about roughly 33.6mm or 1.32 inch. Now, with all the measurements aside, let's go ahead and take this bad boy apart. Just go ahead and flip it over and you'll see two screws exposed. Go ahead and remove those. Next, you're going to remove the sticky foam to expose the other screws. Go ahead and remove those as well. With the final screw removed, go ahead and remove the plate. Now, we need to remove a couple of screws to remove the plastic that's holding down the PCB board, as the current buttons use a PCB board. Finally, let's remove all the screws on the PCB board. Then, I'm gonna go ahead and remove all the buttons to have everything prepped and ready. With all the buttons and the PC boards taken apart, let's put them all to the side. I want to go ahead and take a look at the plastic itself, where the holes are. We need to remove little tabs that are by the holes. I went ahead and removed the ones on the first button. You gotta remove them and smooth them out. So go ahead and do that so then you can fit in the Qanba buttons in. Now with all the buttons put in place, if we take a look at them, each one has two connectors, where one is the input, the other one is the ground. On the PCB, you only have one ground soldering point. So we're gonna have to do what's called a daisy chain. And simply, a daisy chain is a wiring method where multiple electrical devices or outlets are connected in a sequential series, sharing a single common ground wire path. I went ahead and made this quick little wire to show you guys what a daisy chain looks like. You see I have two connectors and I can connect two buttons, and I have the other wire that I could either connect to a ground or continue creating more daisy chain wiring to add to the rest of the buttons until I'm done adding them to them all, which we have a total of 8 buttons we need to wire. So here's what my final daisy chain looks like. It's a little bit of a mess, but I kept all the wires long enough just in case to give myself wiggle room. Obviously, I could make it more cleaner than this. Now, I went ahead and prepped one wire to show you guys, but pretty much these are gonna be for the input. So once you press the button down, these are where the other ones are gonna solder on for like the X, the square, the circle, all the good buttons like that. So then you have your ground, and then you're gonna have these. So this is how it's gonna look like. And then we'll go ahead and start the soldering. If you look at the PCB, the soldering points are very straightforward. So you're gonna have all your buttons, and then at the end, you're gonna have your ground point. So let's go ahead and just solder everything in place. Now, once you're done with the soldering, you'll end up with something like this. Then, connect all the buttons and the PCB board together, screw everything in, and then let's go ahead and take a look at the joystick. Now, using the suction tool that the buttons come with, I'm going to demonstrate how to change the settings on the buttons. The buttons come with 3 different settings, numbers 3, 2, and 1, where 2 is the default, is the medium. I'm going to change this one into settings 1, which is the light. Settings 1 is the perfect gear for a game like Street Fighter 6 if you're looking for that frame perfect when you're trying to execute certain moves. Overall, I recommend these buttons. They're pretty good. They come in different variants like clear black, which is the one that I have, but there are other colors as well. They had the foam membrane, so they dampen the vibration so that the sound doesn't sound so loud or clicky. I don't really have a good mic to really demonstrate that, but they're pretty quiet. You can put artwork inside of them. Like you just see me do, you can adjust the height from 3, 2 to 1. 3 being the heavy, 1 being the light if you want that frame perfect. But overall, do I recommend this? Yes, 100%. These buttons are awesome. I'm really excited to play more games to try them out with. And yeah, if you have any other sticks, I would recommend to upgrade them. I mean, this pretty much brings back this Mayflash joystick to life. All I gotta do is honestly just change the stick on it and it's awesome. So I highly recommend this mod. But there you have it. This was an awesome mod. One that I truly highly recommend to you guys to do if you can. These buttons are awesome. Bringing the joystick back to life is pretty awesome, especially for me since I'm a retro gamer and I like playing all my old school games, especially from the PS1, the Dreamcast, you know, the Sega Saturn. I can use this joystick with everything and the modern games in the computer as well. But guys, if you made it this far, thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, hype, and drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys think of this mod. Will you do this mod? Or will you just buy the buttons to do a different mod? I mean, sky's the limit. You can go ahead and just buy some wood and create your own little mini cabinet if you wanted to. You're not just stuck to whatever you own. You could just buy the boards and buy everything and put it together yourselves. So drop a comment, let me know. Thank you for making it this far in the video. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like the video to help me out. I'm new to this YouTube and any help I can get, I can appreciate it. And I appreciate you for your time. So see you on the next one. Peace.